Hello, everybody. My name is Undead Zodiac, and welcome back to Evil Dead. Now, this video has been on my list for a while, and today it's here. So today, we're going to go over just what makes Cheryl the most badass support in the game, and how to create the best possible build for her post-patch. Now, let's start off with her passive abilities, which is what the patch really affected. So the first one is going to be Healing Touch. Now, this is the ult. The patch lengthened her cooldown from, I believe it was 90 seconds to 120 seconds. I believe the healing per second and duration stayed the same, so you're doing 60 heal per second and it lasts for 6 seconds. Now, that isn't a terrible debuff at all, guys. It affects lower level Cheryls a little bit because they don't have access to all the lower stuff in this build that I'm about to show y'all. But even with that, she's still incredible if that's just what you're starting with. Her Cola Coaster, real simple, real amazing. It allows you to carry more Shemp Cola, and you start the match with an extra one already like in your inventory, which for this build is going to come in super clutch. And Contact Courage, these last two right here, the most important ones to get for the build once you get to the higher levels. So drinking a Shemp Cola for Contact Courage partially reduces your fear and the fear of nearby teammates, which is going to come in real handy when you get into the end game levels and you're fighting higher level demons. Your survivors are getting possessed more often, especially against those possessed builds. This one's going to come in real handy. Contact healing, whenever you drink a Shemp's Cola, nearby teammates also gain health. And this isn't the first time you get an ability like this in this build. You'll be healing enemies, or you'll be healing survivors much more before this, but this is something you get at max level. Now, as far as the build itself goes, so obviously Shemp's Plus is the first thing that you have to unlock, but I highly recommend maxing out this perk, mostly because Shemp Cola restores your health. This one increases that health restoration by 30%, which is going to be huge, especially since you're targeted a lot as Cheryl. And speaking of getting targeted a lot as Cheryl, Artful Dodger, definitely get this one at max level because this is going to reduce stamina cost for your dodging. So by 20% reduction, so important, guys, because demons love to target Cheryls because they know what you can do. Now these four right here, Seeing Stars, Wig Splitter, Tougher Than Hell, and Devastating Force, these ones are optional for me only because I play solo. So I don't have a group that I get together to play this game with, unfortunately. So I have to go into solo lobbies. And solo lobbies can be kind of harsh. People tend to run away and off on their own. It's real rough. There's disconnects, all that stuff. These four just allow me to do an extra bit of damage, be a little bit tankier, so I can keep myself alive. Now, stopping power is one that I would definitely say is a must, especially with 3. Because if you have a group that's actually sticking with you, or if you're playing with a group that you know and has good teamwork and communication, stopping power is going to reduce, or it's going to increase the balance bar damage that you do by 25%. So while your tanks are beating the hell out of the boss or mini boss or whatever it may be, you can do 25% balance bar damage per shot, which is going to do crazy stun damage. Now, first aid, this entire bottom area is real important. This is where the healing god status comes in. So, first aid, whenever you revive a teammate from bleeding out, they recover a percentage of health. Only put one into this one, guys, because your Shemp Cola is going to be doing some crazy stuff. Deep Pockets Shemp Cola. This is going to increase the amount of Shemp Cola that you can carry. Once you have this, you can carry up to 8 Cola. This is where you start giving Cheryl diabetes, guys. And it's honestly amazing. Packing Pop, you start the match with extra Shemp Colas. Once you have this maxed out, you will be starting the match without any look-in. Just as soon as you load in 4 Shemp Colas. Obviously, Industrial Strength you want to get maxed out because you want to keep yourself alive, so that way you can keep your team alive. This is going to give you maximum health up to 25% boost. So definitely something that needs to get maxed out. Good Karma. Whenever you revive teammate from bleeding out, you're recovering a percentage of health. So you'll be getting 10% health back every time you revive someone, which is Cheryl. You should be reviving anyone who goes down, especially with Brave Survivor. So whenever you revive a teammate from bleeding out, their fear level will not increase for 10 seconds. With courage in numbers, which is also a really good one, whenever you revive a teammate from bleeding out, your personal fear is reduced by 25%. Also, a really huge one, because if you keep yourself from getting possessed, and the demon just has to try to force his way into the group to get to you, it's going to be so much easier to survive for Cheryl because she has all that defense. But if she's getting possessed and taken away somewhere, that's going to be some ouchies for us, guys. Now, I did say that these 4 points up here were optional. If you have a team that is good at teamwork and good at communication, something that doesn't really exist in solo lobbies, take these 4 points right here and put 1 each into these 4. So you want to put another one in the first aid, into courage and numbers, into good karma, and then into brave survivor. You want to do that because that's going to increase the amount of fear reduction for both you and for your team. Something that will be really important in this game.
I've never felt this way.